I'm Zach, and you're listening to the Geek Speak Show.
Hold on a second. Once more, with flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Zach Whedon, and you're listening to the Geek Speak Show.
It's compelling! What's gonna happen to these kids? Yes. I agree. Come on. Sure.
Actually ran into Zach Whedon at WonderCon Anaheim, so we're back on the Geek Speak Show. Met up with a lot of superheroes, real and cosplayers and everything. Now we have another one here on the Geek Speak Show for the quick Monday show today. She goes first of all by her alias is Jessica Robinson. Jessica, welcome to the Geek Speak Show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Excuse the voice, like I said, I'm a little tired from WonderCon Anaheim, but had to get you on because it's gonna as we go on, they'll see it's very relevant to tomorrow is Earth Day, and what you do is pretty relevant to what Earth Day is all about. So what is Jessica Robinson? What is your superhero and all of that? Tell us that whole story.
Okay, well, first, I'm Jessica Robinson, and I'm also known as Miss Alameda, and I participated in Miss California USA in 2009 through 2011, and my platform was directed towards the environment, towards education, towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and waste awareness, like how our daily actions impact the planet. And as I continued with my work in the community, I developed a program called MASK, Miss Alameda Says Compost, which is gearing to help the city of Alameda and other cities and counties around the Bay Area and beyond to help them reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. And through all of that work and working with people and communities and local governments, businesses and schools, I was inspired to infuse the arts to make it more entertaining, more fun, something that's exciting while we're learning about how we can make a difference, and I created a superhero, formerly known as Recycle Woman, and Recycle Woman inspired me to go beyond to creating resilience.
Okay. The one question I have is, and I'm sure a lot of the listeners have also, did you have the awareness of the environment before going out for Miss Alameda, or did it come during, or when did that all start?
Sure. Yeah, no, I was interested in the environment and the planet as a child, as a young girl. I've always been conscious of my environment. I've always felt really attuned with nature. So it wasn't just a moment realization that I cared. It was something that had always been with me since I was young.
Yeah, because stereotypical is going to sound, but when you think of a Miss Alameda or a Miss anything, really, you don't think of somebody out, cleaning the beaches or whatever, because it does take, you need to get your hands a little dirty to help the environment and clean it up a little. So that's the only reason why I was asking that. So before we go on, is there any website or anything where they can find out more or see you as Resilience?
Yes, they can check out my website, resiliencebirthright.com. That's being developed right now, but it is up. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Miss Alameda, and you can catch me there. And I frequently post things that's happening and that I'm involved with in connection with my work and resilience.
Yeah. Now with this audience, the Geek Speak, or the Geek audience, the one that just came back from WonderCon Anaheim, we are very familiar with superheroes, and one of the biggest things with all of them is the origin story. So not Jessica, we've heard your origin story. Now Resilience is what's her story? What's her origin?
Okay. So her story, her origin, do you want to know how she came to be, or do you want to know the superhero, what planet she's from?
With this audience, like I said, we want to know all of it. So go ahead and give us all of it.
Sure. So Resilience is a princess, and she's from another planet. the planet of Terra Vitae. And her planet is destroyed by a force that takes over her planet, and it's her mother that saves her. And in order to do that, her mother has to sacrifice her own life in order for her daughter to survive. And Resilience grows up as a normal being on planet Earth, not knowing who she really is. And she grows up just like any child would, facing the challenges that we've all faced or that current children are facing now with bullying and identity issues and all of these things that we would experience growing and learning about who we are in ourselves and what we're passionate about. And in her process of growth and experience, she learns who she truly is. And of course, in the hero's journey, there's always the rejection of the call to action. So as the audience will learn about Resilience, learn about her story, and grow to love her, they will see her discover who she is, reject it, and really do her best to push it away, and then come to acceptance and evolve to her true destiny, which is to stop the same force that destroyed her planet, which is now threatening planet Earth.
Yeah, now maybe I missed it because still recovering from WonderCon Anaheim. But did you mention what does she have and what is her superpower?
Yeah, so she has a few. She can levitate. She can float. She has the power of discernment. She can touch things like a table or a plant and see their origins, their history, how they came to be, and maybe a story behind it, like who was near the tree when it was planted, what was that child's story, or how that seedling ended up in that exact location. She could see stories that somehow intertwined with where we are in the present moment and how it's somehow impacting our planet and how it ties in to this global story, this global community, to inspire and empower people to make a difference in the now.
Now, is Resilience, is it in the comic book, or where can we follow her story?
Yes. So right now I'm working with Artillery, also known as ATMG, and Studios, and they are, I'm working with them to create my my graphic novel that I'm developing. I have my first season written, and it's a 13-episode first season of Resilience Birthright, and we will be working on the first book, which will have about 4 episodes in it, and that should be coming out towards the fall this year. And I'm also in the process of developing the television show. So there will be an actual television show that will be highlighting the story, and you can follow it every episode through the graphic novel and also through apps on the website. And it's going to be a pretty interactive, fun transmedia project.
Yeah, because most media, even just like on the traditional NBC, ABC, even those shows, even if it's just something like a hashtag, whatever the hashtag is for that's the thing today. Any entertainment has to have some kind of interactivity. I mean, with us here on the Geek Speak show, the Twitters, we always interact with them. Besides what we just did at WonderCon, meeting you guys. So that's a good idea to do that. Now, actually, what you were telling me the story, Resilience's story, and what's coming up. I wanted to ask you, how did you come up with the story? I mean, were you a big superhero or comic book fan growing up, or where did you get the idea to make it a superhero?
Well, I would say that I've been inspired by many people in my life. I've had many mentors and people that have guided me, that have helped me, and I've always been a fan of Jim Henson and Disney and sci-fi and fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was coming up with my concept, it originally started off as a short film that later evolved into a superhero. And in particular with the origins of resilience in her mother, that actually came to me after I created my superhero. I was in the process of creating the origins because I was advised that's what you need to do, is actually create a background story of the superhero. I was trying to figure out, well, where did she come from? I was asking myself these questions of who she is, and her origins actually came to me in a dream. I had a dream, and
Most good ideas
I
come
saw
in dreams.
her mother release her, and her mother said, "Be resilient, my child." And I woke up, and I was like, "Resilience, that's her name."
Yeah, like I was saying, most good ideas do come from dreams or in the shower, one of the two. I don't know why those two places, but I hear from a lot of people that's where they get their great ideas.
Yeah.
You mentioned this is going into development as a television show. Now, for Resilience, would you want to play Resilience, or would you want to get somebody else to play her?
I am an actress, so my plan is to remain Resilience.
Mm-hmm. You mean Resilient?
Resilience.
Couldn't resist, sorry. and I'm assuming you're also going to take an executive producer or showrunner role on the show also?
Yes. I'm an executive producer, and as of right now, especially with the pilot episodes, I will most likely be taking the director cap as well. So I will be not only Resilience,
Multitasking.
but I'll be directing and executive producer.
Yeah, resiliently multitasking is what you'll be doing
Right.
on the TV show.
Which I resiliently do, honestly, all the time.
And when do you hope to have the graphic novel ready?
I would hope to have the graphic novel ready sometime in September, October.
Okay. So again, as we celebrate Earth Day this week, and see, you guys, that's how it's relevant what she's doing to Earth Day. Give everybody a message about Earth Day and how they should get involved.
Sure. So Earth Day should be every day, actually. It should be celebrated every day. But Earth Day is about recognizing our home, our Mother Earth, the planet that supports us and allows us to flourish and thrive. And I believe that it's our duty to be keepers of the planet and make sure that it's healthy for the next generation, and that we pass it on, and that we don't treat the earth as if we own it, but we treat the earth as if we're keepers of the planet. And there are many ways that we can make a difference in the present moment. I really push recycling and composting and thinking sustainable. And what does that mean? There's many ways you can be sustainable, but in particular, right now, since we're facing climate change, one of the best ways to address climate change is by composting, as well as walking more, riding your bike, and being conscious of our carbon emissions, but also getting organics out of the food waste, since organics is 70 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. So that's one of the major things that I definitely push, and of course recycling, because that preserves the pressure, it preserves natural resources and reduces the pressure of needing to extract more virgin materials from the planet. And if you are interested in finding out more ways of being sustainable and what does that mean for Earth Day, you can also look up on the web, on YouTube, Resilience Climate Change Expedition, which is a video I just completed, and it's starring Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom, Alameda Mayor Marie Gilmore, UC Berkeley professors, NRDC, the Northern California Recycling Association, many other various networks, SF Environments. All of these people have come together to get the information out on how we can be sustainable and how we can start taking care of ourselves and the planet. So if you really want to get involved and really understand how you can be resilient, check that video out. Once again, it's Resilience Climate Change Expedition, and it's on YouTube.
And we'll put a link up on the guest link section. You guys can check it out yourselves. Like I said, being Earth Day this week, are you doing either as Jessica or as Resilience? Are you doing getting involved in any way with anything to do with Earth Day?
Yes, I am. In Alameda, the Park Street Business Association, they have a goal of being the greenest shopping district in the United States, and so we're actually going to be educating our community on how to recycle and compost. And the city of Alameda just recently got a grant to replace our garbage receptacles and put in replacement, compost, recycle, and landfill bins. So we're going to be educating the public tomorrow during Earth Day, and I will be there as Resilience supporting PISBA. And then I'll also be celebrating Earth Day with the city of Alameda on Saturday as Resilience and playing with the kids at the park, participating in the power of sorting resources and getting kids and adults excited about doing proper diversion and recycling and composting and having fun. So, check us out for Earth Day if you're in the Bay Area and want to swing by Alameda.
Yeah, you're onto a really, really good idea, not just to make us, the adults, the parents aware, but the kids, because it can be a little, their heads start rolling, their eyes start rolling, I don't really care, it sounds boring. But when you use the superhero to tell them about it, then you've got their full attention, and that's one way to really get the kids involved too. So that's a great idea.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely storytelling. It's making it fun. It's being creative, and it is just using all of the tools that we know attract people's attention and get their interest. It's like using those tools that we already know. It's not reinventing the wheel. It's just decorating our own rims, how I like to say it, or blinging it out. I love blinging things out. So bringing new life.
Yeah, so again, Resilience is the character. She's Jessica Robinson, Miss Alameda. Jessica, thanks a lot for coming on, taking the time to talk to us. Happy Earth Day to you. And like I said, it should be every day, but it will celebrate it this week. Happy Earth Day to you and to Resilience. We'll have a link up on the guest link section. All of you guys can go out there. Those two events that you mentioned, are they on the website?
Yes.
Yeah, so all the information, those of you who are here in the Bay Area and you want to go and see Resilience in action, you can go right there and get all the information. Thanks again, Jessica, and wish you nothing but success.
Oh, thank you so much, Henry, and happy Earth Day.
Thank you. You too.